So a lot of guys carried Glock 19s for years. Like basically, when they started carrying, they got their Glock 19, they kitted it out, or they left it stock, and they trained with that, and that's the gun that they had. They didn't want to go down to a Glock 43 because that had less rounds or was just kind of too small with the grip. That it had like the pinky was hanging off, and you had to get different pinky extensions, and that was a no-go for a lot of guys with only like, was it 8 rounds or 7 or 8 rounds? That just wasn't going to work. You know, enter the Glock 43X, which was more or less the Glock 19 killer. Not really, but in a sense it was. A lot of guys went from carrying a Glock 19, which was twice as thick. I actually have one right here. Glock 19, twice as thick, and said, "Hey, you know, I could use a little bit of reduction on my grip and even my slide. Maybe take a few less rounds and get a very competent carry gun with all the fixings and trimmings of the Generation 5 Glocks." Then Shield Arms, they came out with some additional magazines that you could get to even increase your magazine capacity even further. But stock, they came with 10 rounds. 10 rounds seemed to be the new, how do you say, the new standard. And then SIG came out and they increased their round count even more, which one might say, is the Glock 43X even relevant now? Yes, obviously it is. Everybody loves the Glock 43X. It's got all the Glock customization. It's the freaking Jeep of guns. The Glock customization and a little tiny package. Everybody's wife's got one. Everybody's carrying one. You can get more or less a full grip while maintaining the sleek and slender nature of a concealed carry gun. Yes, it's not a Glock 17, it's not even a Glock 19, but it is something else. But the first time I shot a Glock 43X, I really didn't like it. So I'm giving it another shot. So I'm gonna say these are my first impressions for the second time. First off, the one thing that I'm noticing is the front cocking serrations. With the original Gen 4 Glocks, you didn't have that, and so going to a Glock 43X, those front cocking serrations, kind of nice to be able to manipulate the gun, press check, chamber around, whatever. It looks like it has the same trigger as the Generation 4 Glocks, as in there are some ridges on it. Really not the most comfortable thing in the world, but is what it is. Sights, standard Glock plastic sights, and this is the Glock 43X MOS, so it does come with their micro pick rail, which is like proprietary for Glocks, and a an area that you can attach a red dot to. Unfortunately, with Glocks, they have a weird pattern, so you can either get some plates, or hopefully the new SCS from Holosun will be out for these soon, and you know, you won't have to do different stuff in order to get a red dot on there. So first shots, let's see how this goes. I'm getting a nice full grip. It could be thicker, but you know, is what it is. Okay, wow. You felt that snap. I don't know what it looked like on camera, but here we go. Second one, right on target. 3, 4, 5. So 5 shots. I'm at 7 yards, and I think I'm pretty much dead on if you want to take a peek. Yeah, so 5 shots. These are infinity targets, by the way, so just a little spray paint will get these things back in action. I'm old. So 5 shots, the mag is 5 shots and the mag is half empty. And let's take it back a little further. I'm gonna go a little further back. This is probably 20 yards, something like that. Empty. So Clearly, I could use a little bit of work from a little further back, a little bit more trigger control. But that's kind of the thing about this trigger. I don't know how well you can see it, but with this trigger, it's got some ridges on it, and it's just not the best experience. So with Glocks, it's cool because everybody makes triggers for Glock. Somebody who manufactures accessories for Glocks, accessories for Glocks was saying, hey, you make things for Glocks, and then you make things for everybody else. Like, Glock gets it first. So that's the cool thing. If you get this, you'll be able to customize it however you want to. It's a little warm, only 10 rounds, and it's already a little warm. So that's one thing. And I was kind of all over the place, just a little further back. So if you're going to use this gun, train with it, understand how it works, how it recoils in your hand, how it feels. Get good, because, you know, regardless of what gun you get, train with it. But I was able to clean it up on that last shot and hit the A zone at 20 yards. I'm gonna put one more mag through it and kind of see how I'm feeling. If you Google infinity targets, use code ARMEDATLAS and you'll get like 15% off, which is great. Would you look at that? So that was slow. 3.59 seconds from the low ready. Forgot to chamber around. We have 7 shots left, so let's shoot on the move a little bit. Yeah, this gun's legit. It's a little snappy, like, but I didn't have a hard time refining my sights. I'm gonna load one more mag, because I want to really see like if it's hard to track the sights. Is it illegal to load a mag on YouTube? You know how YouTube has these stupid rules. Hey guys, if you're liking the video, or if you like gun content, if you are pro Second Amendment, like this video, drop a comment, let me know you're here. And of course subscribe, because I think it's like 90% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, but they like the videos. So that's weird. Guys, so I'm curious, are you watching this video because you bought the 19X and you're like, yo, did I make a good purchase? I think so. But in regards to, yes, I think you made a great purchase. Or are you watching this video because you really want to know, is this gun worth it? I'm going to up the difficulty a little bit, apply a little bit of red spray paint to those are the targets. So okay, I did it. I did it. Woo! I was worried. I was really worried. Come on, take a look. The sights, they do flip, you know, as you're looking through them. I think it's a little bit easier to track on a red dot if how much a gun is flipping, just because you can kind of, it's a little bit more obvious. But I felt like the gun came back from in the recoil down to 0 pretty well. And we'll record a quick like rapid fire video for you guys and just kind of play it over as I'm speaking. and you'll see how well the recoil balances out. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. I'm just imagining that it does. But take a look. I was able to, from probably like 6 yards, 6 or 7 yards, hit those spots. That's one thing you can do with these targets, or really just with any paper target. You can challenge yourself by kind of modifying it to kind of suit whatever challenge you want. So definitely do that. Challenge yourself, get out there, try new guns, and actually train with the gun that you have. So my verdict, Glock 43X, it's a go. Let's a go. Don't put that in there. Yeah, so this is a go-to. Obviously, there are other options out there for guns that have a little bit more capacity, that maybe have a little bit better trigger. I'm thinking the Canic MC9 or whatever. That probably has one of the best triggers for little tiny guns. SIG and their whole ecosystem is incredible with the ability to change out the grip modules, change out the slide completely. The whole gun is basically new every other week if you want to go there. But I mean, other than the competition, if you want to know about this gun, this is a fantastic gun. This is actually really hot, so if you're shooting this gun, I don't know if this is a gun that you use all range day. Maybe start with this gun and finish with this gun to make sure you have a good feel for it. But with the way this is heating up, it might get a little uncomfortable to manipulate it after, if you like magged up 100 rounds, you know what I mean? So, yeah, see you next time.